Pasha Paroh, Y97. Thank you for tuning. The replay. Big board, P.E.P. Where my peeps at? So today, as you can see in the title, we're going to get into NIO's health. And a couple health picks. Had a horoscope. A tarot reading. And it's talking about hospitalization and medical clinics and stuff. So when I gave that reading, general reading on the tarot side, be sure to check out that section of the page. So I looked into some health stocks, but first let's go ahead and address the health of NIO. I know y'all really excited about the stock. I just want y'all to be careful. You know, a lot of reason why things go wrong is because everybody has total control and mastery of everything except for their emotions. And that's an opportunity here because NIO closed at 46.77. And you can expect the next high after the day. I think entertainment purposes only, you'll be looking at whatever it does, whether it goes up or down. You see where it's out of that bars on the way down there today. So I think whatever direction it goes, it's gonna be nearing the high for that moment about next Tuesday. The danger is that the volume hasn't been this low for NIO since it was at 26.20 a share. There's not really a lot of momentum. I know we got this pigtail popping out there, but there's not really a lot of momentum behind that. Not a lot of pep. So I think I'm gonna avoid NIO at least for a few more days, maybe till see what it does between now and NIO day. Get closer to that. That's me. If it approaches, for those that are gonna be in, if it approaches 37.86, the next stop could easily be 28.20. Like, just like that. There's very little pep above the 47.47 if it goes up. So make sure you got your profit lock. You see the green area there is below, the line for that is below $44. So right now we're already in unstable conditions. So that's NIO. We know the stock is going to do well long term. You know, whether we have access to it or not here in the States long term. That doesn't mean it's not going to have ups and downs in life. You got to know the ups and downs are a part of the process. And that's part of where, if you're not emotional about it, you can deal with the ups and downs as they're all part of the climb when you look at a staircase. All right. So next, we're going to get into some health excitement. Now, BNTX or BNTX, however you want to pronounce it. Every time I see this symbol, I want to say BNTX. I don't know. But it's actually BNTX. So the P.E.P. on this closed at 128.40, up 241 for the day, right? So it was up about $14 in the last 4 days, so that would make it $14 up since the 4th of December. It's 12:30 a.m. on the 9th, so I was putting this together on the 8th of December, so that would have been 4 days. So the next stop, I think with this is we're gonna go into that 136.24 to 149.74. What's critical though, how well that plays, I mean, how that would be my normal call for it if there were no news just based on current conditions. However, the good news and the bad news is that on December 10th, so now that it's 12:30, well, it's 12:25 a.m. on the 9th, so tomorrow technically, the FDA meeting will begin, and it's going to be a few days long before they give the thumbs up or thumbs down on their COVID situation, vaccine. And if you wonder what I'm talking about, if you heard of Pfizer, and I spelled that wrong, if you heard of Pfized, if you want to get Pfized vaccine, then you know indirectly of BNTX. So they're the ones partner with Pfizer to deliver that, and that's how that's going to go down. So if it gets a good thumbs up, then expect this shot to shoot up, right? If it gets a thumbs down, then the stock could go down. I think this is a good one to be in ahead of time. Profit locks on and see what happens in the next few days, maybe early next week. All right, next we have STOK Therapeutics. Okay, so this P.E.P closed at 51.87. Well, 51.63 actually, but in the post market, it's at 51.87. Overall, for the day at closing bell, it was up 255. It needs some pep, right? Just a little bit of paprika to get over 53.31. But after that, it's en route to 57.89. So STOK is actually pioneering a new way to treat the underlying causes of severe genetic diseases, per their website, by precisely upregulating protein expression. Basically, they're going to get in your DNA and change the proteins. And again, this is one of those companies I was telling you about. It's bio or genetic sequencing. It's supposed to be the new thing. Everything is a gift and a curse. I know you have good feelings about that. I know there's bad feelings about people tampering with your DNA. So it's going to happen regardless, because people are too busy doing other things to stop it from succeeding. And that's a good thing as long as it's not, used against us, right? So go ahead and see what you think about this STOK. It could be a quick $6, $5 to $10 a share for you over the next couple days. Now, lastly, we have Guardant Health, or however you pronounce that, right? GH. So this P.E.P closed at 126.09. It was up $1.94, on pace to 134.76 by the end of the week. I see no real concerns in the footing until it drops down below 114.49, and by then it's already down $12, which for me would already be concerning. So that kind of makes this stock a good position. Now, they're into the blood testing sector of health and wellness. So depending on what's coming up in the near future with vaccines and testing and all this stuff, they could easily see a spike in profits, because if people are going to start going to the hospital and doctors for things, they're going to probably get checked for other things there that their situation covers for them. And that means, since their health plans or whatever is going to go ahead and say, let's get this done while you're there. So I think there's going to be an increase in the value of GH over the next however long you want to stay in it for a while. But just be careful. Always keep your profit locked. It's Pasha Paroh. Join the Facebook group. I'm looking for a couple good people. Put something together in the future. Talk more about that as it develops. I know I haven't mentioned what I'm doing. So that's Big Board P.E.P. or Big Board P.E.P. And subscribe to the channel, like, share, hit the notification bell, comment, tell me what you think about these picks in the comments below.